What's going on, guys? It's Yazzie from Sahagi. This is my 2001 Toyota Celica GT-S. The rear bumper has seen some better days. So let's rice this out and add on this Duraflex bumper. Let's go, baby. All right, so basically looking at the OEM bumper, there should be 4 screws that go right here. They're like deep screws. So first we need to get rid of this plastic liner in the back. So in theory, this piece should just pop out, I think. Let's just hope. Y'all doubted me. Y'all seriously doubted me. Did you doubt me, Kyle?
No.
Okay, good. All right, so right here, if you want to get in, can you see that?
Yeah.
There is a bolt right here. Can't really get the socket in there.
Huh. I guess we gotta take another trip to AutoZone, don't we?
A few minutes later.
All right, y'all, one quick trip to Harbor Freight later, we got our deep socket. So as you can see, like I mentioned earlier, there's these 4 bolts that hold on the bumper. We're gonna get those out. All right, so after some unnecessarily difficult events, we finally got the rear bumper off. So we're gonna put on the rear bumper, we're going to tape it up, and then we're gonna go back and kind of pinpoint where all the holes are supposed to be. All right, so me and Kyle got the bumper on. We kind of taped it up. Because it's a Duraflex bumper, the fitment is not going to be exact. This is the price you pay for not buying a actual, rear bumper. There's no, hardware holes. It's not really molded to fit the car, so you're gonna have to do a lot of the molding. There's gonna be a lot of gaps. Now what we're gonna do is we line it up, and these 4 holes right here, we got marked on right here. Now, if you are also working with a Duraflex bumper, I highly recommend buying some metallic Sharpies. It really shows up really nice. As you can see, it's a huge indication of where you marked your holes. And honestly, if you can find 3 people to do it, do it. 2 people, it was a little bit of a challenge, but now we just gotta drill these holes and hopefully it works. Let's do it. All right, guys, so quick recap. We went to Home Depot, we grabbed these 2 bolts that go right here. Well, anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tighten down these 4 screws. Now, notice we haven't done any of the side ones yet. I wanna make sure that this fits on perfectly here first, and then we can go back around to the sides and make sure everything else is fit in. So let's go ahead and tighten these 4 screws down. All right, so right here, the bumper is pretty secure. It has 4 of the screws in. And as you can see, this is what I mean by you get what you pay for. This bumper was around 180. You can see these major gaps that run along here. Now, that's not a big deal. I know how to do fiberglass. I'm probably just gonna fiberglass over it and make sure it looks all nice. Because even when you close the trunk, there are still visible gaps. So at least I would wanna make sure all those gaps are covered. Now, speaking of which, once we have everything on and everything is basically in, I'm gonna grab a heat gun and just kind of push everything to make sure it's as flush as possible, and then I'll do fiberglassing afterwards. But now we have the back side on. Now we gotta do these sides right here. So if I can move this OEM one, all this really needs to do is just go up and over the frame right here. Just like that. And let's check the other side. Same thing here. Just like that. Now you might be asking yourself, How come one wheel is silver and this one has some peeling plasti dip? I don't know, previous ownership, man, come on. I'm basically holding the bumper with my knee up against the car. And then I'm gonna draw on the 3 marks. I'll do it one more time. Trying to match it up. So there's 3 marks over here. Let's try it on this side. So this side's a lot easier since it matches really well already. I just need to hold it where I want it and mark the holes. Now, as you can see, the hole's right on the edge, but I'm gonna wanna do it in the middle. All right, that was a little difficult, but we were able to get these in, and now we just need to tighten all 4 of them. Now, once I had everything kind of lined up, like I said, the Duraflex bumper, it doesn't go the way you want it to like an OEM one. So once we get it all on, we're really gonna make sure everything looks good, and then I'll do all the body work later on. But first, tighten it down. I'll say, dude, it's not too bad. Let's throw on the taillights and see how it looks. That is not too bad. It's not too bad. Funny enough, this bumper was designed for dual exhaust, which I obviously do not have. But you know what? It looks pretty decent, not gonna lie.
What we do here is go back.
So, was this $200 Duraflex bumper worth it? Kinda. Like I said, it really depends on what you want to do. As you can see, let's kind of go over where the money starts to fall through. Right here is a big one. Now, I couldn't drill anywhere further from the lip or else it would have cracked the fiberglass. So as you can see, this is a huge dip. That's like an inch right there. That's like half an inch. Going along right here, you can see there are gaps right here. But right here, as you can see, there's a lot of gaps right here. Gap right here. All the way up here. There's a gap along this. This is actually decent. It's okay, but you know, still has things left to be desired. So, what's next after installing this is just doing all the body work. I'm planning on painting this thing anyway, so sanding everything, make sure everything's looking good. In terms of the security of it, like, it's pretty solid. There's no wiggle. I know you've seen those videos online of people with aftermarket lips or bumpers, and you can see it like flopping around in the wind. So I will say this, it actually holds on pretty well, and I didn't even do every single attachment point. There should be one more right here, and one more right here too. I didn't even do those, and still, it's holding up pretty well. So in terms of the whole body, it looks great. I think it really makes the car look a little better, looks a little more aggressive. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, guys, that pretty much wraps up this episode for this installation. It was somewhat difficult. I think we started around like 10. It is now like 1 something. So that's with us driving back and forth to the store too. So it wasn't too bad. The bumper looks good. It just needs a little bit of work. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Here's some B-roll footage. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.